Well, hello, we are live, and I have Debbie Diment with me. Today she was with Allie. Yesterday she is so magical. I just love coming on with her, and I know how much she helped you all yesterday. And every time she comes on, she's just a gift to us, to clear all this stuff going around us. It really feels good when she does that. She just helped me out because I was a little discombobulated and my cat was missing and he's back, but I didn't really sleep good the last 2 nights. So here we are. See, even Teresa Ford says you are a gift indeed.
Aw,
Aw.
thank you.
Allie said even Keith, okay, her husband who's not feeling good, felt the healing. I'm sorry, let me pop these up here.
Oh,
Felt it
wonderful.
healing the show. Awesome. I didn't hear
Wonderful.
about that.
Yay.
And Teresa Ford feels more comfortable now. That is so beautiful. I'm so happy
That's
that,
wonderful.
I mean, Karen, I wouldn't know Debbie without Karen Robinson introducing us. And I mean, I think our community is just so beyond blessed that she's here with us. And she does have her website and a launch cart, and she has the human. I'm sorry, what did you
You.
call
It's a human MP3. It's the human shiatsu for
it?
the
Yes.
people. Yeah.
We'll go over shiatsu again. How about that? We'll start with shiatsu is the rivers, or
Mm-hmm.
am I saying that right?
Correct.
Okay,
The meridians are the rivers that flow around. They're rivers of energy that flow in a specific pattern around our body.
so cool. So as we we do see a lot of healers and interact. Really, what I love about Debbie is she does it in the moment. You can feel the difference immediately, and her MP3s are very affordable. It's stuff that you could just put on and just repeat and repeat, and for you and the fur babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
mean, so
Yes.
cool. Well, let's say hi to everybody before we get started. Let's see. We have Karen Doyle. Hello. Christine Fryer. Nope, I hope I'm saying that right. Andy Bear. Andy Bear is very excited. He really felt better from
Oh, wonderful.
it's getting what was
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Annie Bear, we're going to be doing a process in a little bit. So sit tight, and when we're doing that, it will help for you to get a drink of water afterwards.
Yes, have water. That is one of the things I was going to discuss, whether or not you're getting a healing or not. We're really in need of fresh water in our bodies. Constantly replenish that it's electrical. Our bodies are an electrical system. The water helps pull that
And
through.
the processes that we're doing today, as you're grounding, as we're letting go of energy, it's actually going to be dumping toxins into your bloodstream. It
See?
will be creating a physical response in your body. So you will actually want to drink water, not coffee, not tea, not milk, not juice, not sodas, water, just plain water. Because what's going to happen is that's going to flush the toxins straight out of your body.
Yeah. It's so cool. I love it. I love that we have these abilities. It's energetic, right? This is all energetic. You're going into the energies, the shiatsu. I'm not
Then.
sure what that is technically. Shiatsu massage. I know
Shiatsu
it's
is pretty funny, actually. Shiatsu is Japanese word. It was created by a
something.
Japanese fellow. It is based on the meridian system, the acupressure system, what that is.
Mm,
And
yeah.
it simply means, you'll love this, finger pressure. Because
See.
whenever I first learned the system, it has the energy component because it is based on the energy system of the meridians, but you're actually doing physical manipulations. I learned it for horse and rider,
Mm,
so I actually started hands on, and
mm,
I ran into limitations. That's why I began going more and more with the energy, because it took me an hour to work on a horse, no more, no less, unless the horse needed some extra care somewhere along the way. it took me a full hour, but I would go from nose to tail, top of the head to the toes. And so I had a stack up of horses a mile long. And the big problem for me was that I discovered the horses that were most in need were a good 5-hour drive from me one way, 3 hours. And in the case of the one poor baby, I couldn't get to him because he was a half a world away in England. And I thought, crime and Nitley, if I do this, I'm going to have to get like a private airplane or something to get to these, you know. And so I began playing with my horse Galahad, and we just began playing with how far away can I be from you and still affect your energy system. And then I did the same thing, and nobody was teaching me at that point. I mean, I had learned the system from my mentor, Gary Whiting. He taught me hands-on with the horse and rider. But all of the energy stuff, I kind of did it by learning and playing with my horse. And then I learned exactly like other people have. It's quantum energy, quantum physics that causes you to be able to, in the moment, you can reach anywhere around the world. You can reach through the solar system. The energy that we're going to be doing today, if you're on the replay and you're hearing this, or you're needing to do this in the future, the energy that's going to be embedded in this will work exactly as it is right now in the moment. So you can play that. You know, if you can't budget for the MP3s, go back through and you can re-listen to any of the MP3s. We've been on now Valerie's show several times, so you can go back through and do the grounding exercise. I've also started including some of the Lemurian processes, and like I don't mean to barrel into it, but one of the processes that I did for Valerie backstage is a grounding exercise. Some of you heard me do it yesterday. To harmonize was what that is for. And what that does is it takes our stories and it 0 points the energy. It takes you into scalar energy is what that's doing. And so if you have things like ghosts or spirits or lower entities, or if you have a difficult neighbor, or if you have PTSD and some of the other backstories, like with Valerie, she just went through a traumatic line of, if they weren't tornadoes, they were pretty close to it. And that does leave you with a bit of PTSD. And so what we were doing with that Lemurian light codes, and we'll be doing that in just a little bit, that can be used if you've got any of those problems to collapse the story. It will take the energy to 0 point for you to give you a clean slate.
I mean, that's fascinating. And, you know, the quantum energy healing is the, I mean, it is the way, and it is how the new earth, that's how the new earth, everything is energy, everything is attended to by tending to your energy. There's so many beautiful souls that have amazing abilities, but I am just so grateful that you come here and you help us out. Let me finish saying hi. I said hi, CJ. Hi, Annie Bear. Hi, I said Christine. Hi, Teresa Ford. And let's see. Oh my goodness, me and this chat thing. I try to stay up on it.
I can't do it at all, so I can't see you. I can't actually see anybody's comments until the day after, and YouTube actually generates. So
I know. I never see him after. Hi, Silver Star Priestess. Nice to see you. Water. Absolutely, Karen Doyle. Let's see, Patricia Franzino. Good to see you. Oh, she has an electrolyte powder. It is good to use electrolyte powder in the water for deeper hydration. Good idea.
It depends upon if you need them or not. If you don't need them and you don't drink enough water with the electrolytes, you can actually run into a bit of a dehydration problem itself.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're in the Midwest or something and it's coming up on summertime weather right now, you guys are sweating buckets, it's not going to hurt you whatsoever. It's no different than drinking some Gatorade. But I used to run into a problem with things like Gatorade. If my body didn't need it, boy, I really felt nauseous. And it was need for more water. I didn't need the actual electrolytes.
That is so cool. It is. It's like it's our way forward is definitely water up would be our next, our constant step going forward. I don't know why I can't
Yeah.
get my word.
If,
Apologize. We're
if you're
going
looking
into a
for water,
serious.
yeah, if you're looking for water sources, better, cleaner water sources, always try to reach for, if you can, filtered water, just to get out some of the impurities, the chlorine and whatever junk might be there. You can also do what's called structured water. And that will be, that'll send you down some rabbit holes. Go take a look at structured.
Structured water. I know. I was just seeing this thing that filters the water. And yesterday it was like $500, and I'm like, I have a little Brita water filter thing. That's about it for now. But that's okay. We're going to stick with the water because this year is going to be, I mean, we can see this year is election year. There's things going on.
No. We're not even going to call it that.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to get it over the
what
awareness of what it is we're going into. You know,
we have a learning situation. We have a challenge that's been presented by an outside world that is trying to manipulate us because their world is crumbling. The 2D entities that created politics and that whole mess is using that to trigger you so that everybody is unhappy. Everybody is raging. Everybody is triggered. Why? For the simple fact that they need the food. They need your energy. See, every time that you get angry and upset and you're raging, you can feel your energy leaving, and that is because they are feeding on it. Yeah. So when that happens, we have to do what's called a pattern interrupt, and you're going to have to do it 1,000 times over. But when you remember that, close the page, turn away, go listen to some frequency music. 432 hertz is really helpful. You can find any of the genres of music, just 432 hertz on YouTube. You take a walk in nature, go play in your garden, hug a tree, play with your pets. Take an Epsom salt bath is another way to do it. But you have to do the pattern interrupts. And I've had people and they're like, my God, but I have to do it thousands and thousands. And it's like, actually, Valerie was asking me and she said, what do you think? And I said, this is actually our current work. If you are on the ascension path, if you have found your way to this show, you actually are on the ascension path. And that is your job. Don't buy into any of the politics, anything that is asking you to pick a side. Walk away from it. It is trying to feed off of your lower energy. So if you are in fear, doubt, confusion, rage, anger, anything that makes you disgusted, I know, even the animal stuff, I can hear you all hearing that right now. Walk away from it. The animals say, we're fine. We're being manipulated, and that's just it. The whole thing is just one gigantic manipulation. And yes, even the PETA and the animal abuse stuff is a manipulation. If it has caused you to have that sensation where your energy is going out, that is being manipulated, and it is being done for a reason, again, so that those entities can feed off of it.
Yeah, it was very important. I kept hearing that to discuss this topic because it is 24/7. We're here at the front lines, being guided to stay in a high vibration, to keep raising our vibration. Yet every time we look anywhere or listen anywhere, something is trying to take us off our center. And I love how you said that it was what's it do every minute it takes you off your center. It's manipulation.
The manipulation does. You have to do what's called a pattern interrupt.
Pattern interrupt. That's it.
Yeah.
So, and that's, as we drink more water, we stay focused. I constantly am bringing that up. Where our focus goes, our energy flows. And I'll stop and I will recenter myself. And now, and I'll be honest with you, I really wasn't thinking about that. I was so happy my cat came home that I didn't readjust the energy, and he's over there asleep fine now, thankfully. But it is traumatizing. Any little thing that triggers us to feel a certain way. It is. It can be traumatizing. So I love where did it go? Hi, Maria is grateful. I did, okay. And there was a lot. Oh, where did it go? I just drank a gallon of water with Celtic salt. Ah, that's so cool.
It's a
Oh
good
my
thing you had
God.
a Celtic salt. Be careful with the water. You can actually overdrink.
Yeah. And no more rabbit holes. Well, Heavenly Blessed Honey, how are you? I like that name. And then we got, oh goodness, bear with me. Randy, did I say hi to Randy? Jan Johnson, hi. How are you? What's the recommended water? Is what
Oh,
Jane is at.
anything that you can get clean, if it comes from your tap, go ahead and like the Brita filters. You can throw them through a bitter filter to just get rid of some of the chlorine. And if you don't have a Brita filter, which is just charcoal based, that's great too. Just let it set out. You can actually let that set out overnight. You can also, like I said, if you
Oh,
want, you can explore the structured water. What that does is that imitates in a stream. You'll see things like the rocks and the logs that have fallen, and it will help to, in places, revitalize the water. And they have imitated that to create structured water. So as the water falls through, it will imitate a waterfall, and it will repattern the water.
oh wow. I
Yeah.
like that. So that pouring of the water or the flowing of the water keeps it alive, right? Because a lot
Yes.
of our water isn't.
Yes. It helps to bring that element back in.
Okay. And the element is salt or I'm
I
sorry,
mean, by the element, just life. You will get
light.
that life energy revitalized in the water. And of course, anything like artesianal wells are nice as well if you can find.
Yeah. Okay, here's Juno giving hold the index finger to harmonize tears and fears. So that's another quick, easy thing. That's what we're looking for. This, especially for this, it's I'm focusing as we ascend, but I know that it's not easy to just take you got to go outside, you got to go to the store, you got to go here or there, and it's easy to get
Pulled off center.
very pulled off center there. And let's see, this and I just saw something. Okay.
Yeah, and what Junosphere just mentioned to everybody, that's actually grounding your ting points, is what that's doing. This is a really good tool to put into your toolkit. So when you're out and about and you're being pulled off, you can do that. Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Breathe deep.
Oh, I'm always breathing in deep. You can feel it in the air. A lot of times you can feel the energy, especially with the sun doing its thing and planet aspects and the energy coming on to Earth. You can feel it. I can feel it. Um, I've always been like that, and I didn't know how to.
It's a little more challenging for us. Like I said, the older people, it's a little
Mhm.
more challenging because suddenly, as it's in the reason that's coming from the planets and the sun right now is because it's actually new photons that are coming from the photon belt, and it's the position that our solar system is now in. We are receiving more energy from the central sun, Maita, which we are actually in the Lemurian day of Maita. So we're going to be feeling
Yeah.
it today. It comes directly from the center sun. And what
Mhm.
happens is, well, we can just actually go into the Lemurian stuff right quick.
Okay.
We're right on the Lemurian New Year, actually. So Happy New Year.
Oh, happy New Year.
Everybody's talking about, well, 2025. Well, I'm actually, June 1st is my 2025. And what that marks is in New Zealand, where the Lemurian information that I get is from, it marks Matariki, the Pleiades is going to be rising, and they celebrate that June
Mhm.
1st as it first rises over the horizon
Mhm.
into New Zealand, and that is the mark of the new year. The sign for the
Mhm.
June babies is the sign of the wombat, and it's called Kopanui is the name of it. And the what's going to happen is for the month of June, as it's coming in from the center sun, it's going to be coming in through the Southern Cross, and that's called Tona, and it will beam onto us, and that is the child energy. Now that can mean children or young pets. It can also mean creativity.
Yeah, I feel that during Gemini season. I feel like childlike wonder. You know, you feel like you're really interested in playing and learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's the month of Kopanui is June 1st through the 28th.
okay.
So we've got 3 days right now of Ma'ita today. So it'll be the 29th, 30th, and 31st of May are Ma'ita days. And that actually makes up the 13th month for the Lemurian.
And I love the Maita days. Could you go over what they mean again? They're always the last.
Ma'ita is called the crystal light of days, and Ma'ita is the crystal is the crystalline energy that's coming from our central sun, from the central sun. So it comes directly on those days. And so what's happening in the Lemurian birth signs and the Lemurian birth codes, anytime that we have like the 29th, 30th, or 31st, those days go directly into Ma'ita, the central, the 13th sign, the 13th birth sign is what that does. So it's made up of those days. And it's a more natural, you know, you were talking about Gemini, and I used to study the astrology until I got shoved by the dolphins, and they said, no, you need to learn this. You have to share the Lemurian stuff with people because it's the new way of being, because it is aligned with nature, and you can feel in the old way, and there again, another manipulation, another trickster thing is with the old birth signs, you could always feel that push-pull. In each month of the old version, there were 2 signs that were competing, and you could feel that tension, you know, that angst thing, especially around the transition periods. And yet with the Lemurian birth signs, it's the same sign for the entire month. It's the same essence for the entire month. And that's not, the essence is actually for everybody. It's not just for the people that were born in that month. So all of us experience the creativity. All of us are going to be influenced by like Valerie said, getting out there and just really enjoying life and experiencing things. I can hear a whole bunch of you really want us to get into the actual.
Well, I want to say a comment. You know, Karen Doyle is Debbie does. She does flow. She's got this thing about her essence, and that's right. That's doing the work all throughout the day. It's not. I'm not saying we don't glow because of that, but we're learning. We're all learning together. We're all walking each other home. And I get what you're saying on the. I just want to touch on this real quick on the Western astrology. I never ever saw them opposing. I always saw them flowing their higher aspects into each other to help raise up the vibration. So I agree with you on that. But as we move in, I use the astrology because, like today, for instance, I'm just going to say this real quick. Uranus just moved to 24 degrees. Uranus in Taurus at 24 degrees hasn't been there since 1941. It's kind of significant. All those time periods were around, before that was around wartime. But see, even the person I was listening to today said, but we're doing it differently now. We are about unity. And that's a big thing coming in with me, especially lately. Yes, duality, I kept hearing duality leads to unity, or polarity leads to unity. There comes a point where we all have this balance, you know, and where are we going, right? We're raising up in vibration. We're going to a higher fifth dimension or higher. I'm not even sure, but wherever that is, it's a more balanced, harmonious energy than we're used to. What do you think?
Okay, we did the thing backstage with you to collapse the story.
Yeah.
So when Uranus moves into, and we had that in the 1940s, we don't have to repeat that.
I know,
But
but it's not. That's
actually,
not why I was saying it.
actually,
That's not why I'm saying it. The
no,
interesting part.
I did hear what you had said because we get to
Okay.
redo it differently. We get to
Okay.
actually completely clean slate it.
Cool. I love that. Let's do that. That's cool. I love it. I'm so. It's because that's what
Well,
I meant. I meant
so
for
we might
it.
actually do a bit more.
Yeah, I just meant for
Alrighty.
it as a higher vibrating way forward trajectory. Uranus is happens to be the planet that is on its side, spinning on its side. You know, whatever they would call it, it's doing that. So to me, it's always the outside of the box stuff. But okay, let's do
Well,
it.
and it
Let's.
is going to be affected differently. I have to say that because I'm hearing it come through. The planets themselves, you hear them, and they are beginning to sing new songs. They are beginning to
Absolutely.
spin different. And the reason why is it goes back to the energy, the photon energy that's coming from the central sun. So it
Absolutely.
is
Totally agree.
upgrading and changing them at the same time. So I'm tired of teasing these people. I can hear them, and I can also hear the pets. The pets are actually starting to get restless on me. So we're going to
Yeah.
transition over and do some energy healing right quick so that they can feel the same stuff that you were feeling. I'm going to actually do yesterday's harmonization piece, the Lemurian piece, but I'm actually going to extend it a bit. Yes. But see, Aquarius is, again, the old story. We're actually in Lemuria 5. We're in the 5th iteration of Lemuria. And we are on, if you're here and you're hearing me, the planet is actually called Matea. So
Okay.
it's already 5D and going up, up, up.
Absolutely. They are. Absolutely. All right.
Okay, nice deep breaths. And I'm going to go ahead and do some Lemurian light codes. First, it's going to be a bit longer than what I did on Ali's show yesterday. If it puts you to sleep, I am so sorry. What that means is your conscious mind needed to take the downtime to kind of sort out what coding is coming in. But Valerie survived it, so here we go.
I appreciate it.
Mori ora mahakawatahi. Iti ingwa tito iri te otawana. Wayuitapu. Iti ingwa te finui trani te katao. Wayuitapu. Iti ingwa te faya tama tuita tama. Wayuitapu. Tihe mori ora. Ai te e a. I a te e o. Ai I ma nu e no to e o un a e te I a u pe o e u pe a I ul o e tono e nu e ma I. Okay, we're going to actually stop there today. That was quite a bit. What I did was called the undoing and the doing. So we collapse the stories. You've been harmonized. Energy, frequency, vibration. The land, the sky, the water. This is kind of really potent energy here through here. And then we did the mother, father, child energies. I undid codes from the old Gregorian calendar system.
Good.
Collapsed the old stories and have started them again in the new story, our new calendar, our new energies. You can actually use that section if, like I was telling Valerie backstage, if you're running into things like spirits or unwanted energy in your house, you can run that. If you have PTSD from storms that came through, tornadoes especially, trauma dramas, you can use that. If you have even irritating neighbors, you can repeat that. What's going to happen is it will create harmony. It will also collapse the stories that created, you're welcome, that created that. That's a lot of energy that just moved everybody. So if you're feeling busy at all, you can certainly ground that energy into Mother Earth. Deep breaths. You can also get yourself a drink of
Some
water.
water. Yes, water.
That was, I actually, I felt we needed to, because a lot of the stuff was just a lot of
Yes.
things, you know, a lot of
Well,
a lot of low. It's and that's just the two, because everybody's like manipulations. Yes, yes, yes. It's absolutely manipulations, but you can actually say this is the pure light that's coming in from planet Matea, from the center sun, our central sun, is undistorted light. As it comes into our planet, it begins to hit those outer filter bands, and it hits the distortions. And so what we're doing is we are clearing that pathway. We are cleaning the crystal. We are allowing the true, pure crystal light to come in undistorted. That's what that process was about. It's to collapse the distortions.
Okay. And I was just going to ask you, as we are evolving out of this old reality into this new reality, and we're teaching each other. Thankfully, there's people like you and all of these beautiful people that have shows in our community and things like that that are showing the way forward. But while we're letting go of the old constructs and in
Put in each world, you build as many tools on your tool belt as you can.
okay, because
Absolutely.
this is the second time I experienced these codes today with Debbie, and something twice now came through my throat and dropped down like right above my chest area, and I could feel it just kind of dissipating out from there. It's like a
Collapsing the story.
big,
And that's
yeah.
where your emotions were stored. That's where the old energy and the distorted energy got lodged in your body.
Okay. Yeah, because it felt like I had to burp too, and I know you say those things. Sometimes you got to burp and do things, but I could feel it like it's huge release twice. Um, and as we transition into the new earth, to the new energy, and we're letting go of the older setup, right? The constructs, the stories we've been told. I like how you say it like that. Um, it kind of almost feels that we want to focus on something that helps us feel at home. I'm so used to this story over here, or this marriage, or this job. How do I transition away from that? Say somebody's husband left them and they're just devastated. How do you pull yourself into a higher, finer energy for yourself?
Yeah, the energy that I'm actually doing and will continue to do today, if you're in, are you okay?
Yeah, there's a huge bird out there being chased by a little
Oh,
blue bird.
no. Nature drama.
Yeah, right in front of me. I mean, it's doing it right in front of me. And it's
Okay.
kind of interesting how we're talking about the old,
The
the old
magnetics.
world.
Well,
Yeah.
and the magnetics of the stuff that I just did also affects the birds too.
See?
Yeah. Now, I actually, whenever I'm walking around outside, I usually have a flock of wild birds following me.
I love it.
But yeah, what you can do is any of these, like I said before, you can go back over the Huna codes, the light codes that I'm giving you. You can certainly use those as you're coming forward.
This is another friend of she does light language, and she has so I will introduce you to her, or have Ali introduce you to her, either way.
I think what we need to do next is a grounding exercise. And I'm sorry, but I'm hearing the animals. So we're going to actually jump over and we're going to do a grounding exercise right quick. And then I need to hurry up and do the animals because they're really getting restless on me.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
I love it. I love it.
That is so cool. That is really cool.
That is so cool. Teresa, for a long time, I had wings where I felt wings coming out of my back.
Yeah, I've had it where I've actually had beings place wings on my back. That was back in 2020, I think. And that's really strange whenever that, but it's the year of the dragon. Okay, honey. Yeah, I know. I like I said, I'm hearing the animals, so I'm gonna hurry up.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
just
so I'm
gonna.
going to
I'm
slow down
gonna.
just a little bit, and we're going to do a quick grounding exercise, and then yes, everybody can quit whining. We will do the MP3 at that point. That's the shiatsu template transmission energy. So it'll be the shiatsu right after we do the grounding. But let's get the grounding going because we're starting to get some pretty wild energies going here. Okay, so we're going to look up and then close your eyes. And we're going to imagine the light coming in from above. Let that light be any color that it wants to be. And you can feel it wash over the top of your head and over your face, around the ears, down your throat, the back of your neck, and into your shoulders, down your shoulders, all the way into your elbows, your forearms, bathing your hands and out through the fingertips into Mother Earth. And then that same light, we're going to feel it come into your chest cavity, feel it come in through your collarbone, into the chest, around your heart space and your lungs. And let it cool just a little bit, but everybody's actually feeling pretty good today. Good. So we're going to let that cascade through your diaphragm, down into your tummy. Okay, we're actually going to let this pool a little bit in your tummy. We're going to spend just a little bit of time. There's a lot of old stories. There's a lot of energy that's dissipating in here. We did a lot of collapsing. So if you're getting tummy rumbles, that's okay. It's just the energy that's moving and it's going to be grounding out. It's going to be okay. We're going to move it down into the hips, bathing your hips. The old stories, they tend to hold us in place. They don't let us move forward in life. This light is going to allow that to just melt away all the way down through your thighs, your knees, your calves. Feel it going into your ankles and then soothing into your feet, all the little aches and pains of your feet, and then down, down, down into Mother Earth. And keep that light going. Now, Mother Earth's going to do something fun for you. She's going to offer you up an energy, and it's going to feel like little bubbles coming up into your body. And it can be a different color from the light from above, or it can be the same color. And you're going to feel this energy come bubbling up through your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees, your thighs, your hips, all the way through your tummy, bubbling up, up, up into your heart space. Now these two lights are going to meet in your heart space. Allow that to form a bubble and then expand that bubble all the way around you so that you're inside. And it can be 3 feet around you, 4 feet, 10 feet. You make your bubble as big as you need it to be. Whenever's comfortable. Now with this bubble, what you can do is you can set your intent that only your highest good or frequencies, the highest frequencies, comes through this bubble. And you can set this bubble if you're going out to, say, the post office, or you're going to be around the mall with people, grocery shopping, anywhere that you're going to be around other people. It can help you to intentionally set this bubble so that your energy stays your energy. And you can reset this bubble as many times as you need in a day. Start off your morning with this bubble. And anytime that you feel throughout your day that you're pulled off center, it's really easy to just go ahead and recenter yourself. Bring in the light from above. Allow the light to come from below. Let the two meet in the center of your chest. And then expand that out to a comfortable distance around you. There, that feels much better. Woo, everybody's kind of spinning.
Woo, wow. Whew.
Okay, puppies, I'm hearing. So I'm so sorry, but I'm going to launch right over into that because I'm being shoved by the critters. They have no patience at this point. So what I'm going to do for those that are still wondering what this stuff is, I call it a shiatsu template transmission, and it's on the MP3. What I do is I will go out and I am going to intentionally create the pattern that the meridians are supposed to flow in and around the body. And what will happen is your meridians will begin to resonate with this and will then flow. It's going to mirror what's going to happen, and it will begin to flow in the correct alignment and in the correct positioning. So without further ado, stop pushing me. It's underway. Okay, so I'm going to reach out and do this. It's gonna be a right-brained activity for me, so I tend to go silent. If you're sensitive to energies, you may actually feel me touching you in places like on the back of your neck, or like some people will sometimes feel it on a rib or a leg. It's just me coming through. And if you do any yawning, burping, sneezing, farting, or tummy rumbles, that's just trapped energy that's just been moving. So that's going to be okay. Okay, I'm going to go quiet here. Yes, yes, yes. We're working on you. Get underway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're on the right-hand side. Do just a little bit of extra energy. We had some liver challenges on some older critters. So just a little bit extra added support here. And I'm also going to be, I'm getting something to do a little bit more around the face, the noses. So just a little bit longer here around the eyes, tear ducts. So if you feel me on your face, that's just me. Oh, wow. That's a big release around the ears. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that's a big shakeout. There you go. Good deal. Sorry, some of your animals were really, I'm thinking maybe a high pollen season or something.
Mm.
Get some extra support here. Okay. Great. Okay.
Wow. I keep getting that coming through this, the main channel. And it was just, wow, it just keeps coming out. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. How's everyone feel? Does anyone have any questions for Debbie? Everybody's very appreciative of you.
You're so
And
welcome.
of course, Jinsu Jitsu,
Yeah.
they call it word music. The tummy sound. Terry from Holding Your Space is here. Hi, Terry. Allie's here. Hi, Allie. Um, Jess Ree is here. Just saying hi. Hi, Aaron. And KK is here. Hi. How's everybody feeling?
If you're feeling really spacey or if you feel dizzy, you can ground into Mother Earth. Go hug a tree, lay in the dirt, take an Epsom salt bath.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, there's so many. When all the healers come together, it's very powerful. But where did it go? Wow, huge release in the shoulders and arms.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, there was a lot that was going on. That's beautiful.
Thank
Make
you,
sure
Terry.
you get a decent drink of water with that.
Yeah,
That's really beautiful. Well done.
yeah. Juno's sinus is cleared. Yeah, that's how I feel inside. It's just kind of like I don't know. I don't know how to explain. It feels cool though, and I can feel it's leaving, which is really the most important
That
thing.
is wonderful. Great.
Yeah, everybody's so.
Challenging time of year for the pollen and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to do a little bit of extra. There was a lot on the right hand side, a lot of nursing that needed to be done on the right hand side, right shoulder, right arm.
Hi, Richie. Oh, where's Randy? Randy. She said nope. She came here to get hot. Oh my God! I'm telling you, it's so true. Oh man, Annie Bear wanted to know if you were going to start a channel, have your own channel.
I'm actually working on that on the hind end. Yeah, I need to do that. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's great. Yeah, yeah. The liver meridian especially is the right hand shoulder and arm. So there was extra that needed to be done around that.
Yeah,
So,
I'm very happy she's here. I'm so grateful that you come by and visit, and that you're going to start your own channel. And don't forget, everyone, she has MP3s on her shop, debbiedement.com, and you can pick them up for the critters.
Yeah, you see the link for the actual MP3s through the launch cart. If you click the launch cart, it will take you directly to my store. If you click on debbiedement.com, you'll get to understand a bit more of what I do. It'll explain a little bit better, as I tend to glaze over it. Now everybody's like, I'm bored of your origin story. Okay. We'll just jump in.
Oh my God, nobody could be bored of your stories. You have so many stories.
It's actually, Debbie Diment is kind of you're only getting half of the story at this point, because that's my energy healing with the shiatsu. The dolphins actually shoved me. The dolphins and the whales came into my meditation space in 2021. I actually had a whale present herself, a humpback whale, and she wanted to meridian balancing. But yeah, they literally came in and said, you need to learn the Lemurian stuff. You have to learn this, and then you need to share it. And so 3 years ago, in 2021, that's what I did. I learned it, and they just reappeared, the dolphins and the whales, and the dolphins have been shoving me, and they're like, people need to hear the Lemurian birth signs. They need to be hearing the Lemurian codes. So I will be attempting to learn how to do a YouTube channel like this.
Yeah.
Why I guess I'm being shoved into it. So
wait, I know that you have the signs on your website. The signs in the cart. I'm sorry, on the cart you can buy.
Mine's going to be on launch cart, and that's just it. If you're interested in your Lemurian birth signs, what I did is on each one, because I've got it on different merchandise like hoodies and coffee mugs and t-shirts. You can go to each one of those, and each one for each sign, the 13 signs in the Lemurian birth signs. And so each one has not only its own essence that you're going to study, it also has its own stargate. And what happens with the stargates, wow, see, you're hearing that high pitched noise. That's actually the higher frequencies coming in.
Yep.
That's light codes coming in. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Fascinating.
But yeah, part of the behind the scenes, yeah, the dolphins are shoving me to more collate. But yeah, if you want to learn what your birth sign is, or your friends, your family, or what have you, your pets, go to Launchcart. Go follow the Launchcart link. That's going to take you to my Shiatsu MP3s. But just look up on the banner. There is what's called the Lemurian collection, and that's my birth signs. And you can just click on them. You'll learn all about all of them.
Yes, it's all it's all on the description box below. All of her stuff. I put her DebbieDement.com in here. Anybody wants to know if you remember us? Let me see. Do you remember us, Debbie, as a group?
If you're here, I'm sure that we were either the same star nations or we are following on the same path. It is, yeah. And the cool thing with this energy is it's timeless.
Right.
As Randy would say, there is no time.
Yeah.
It's part of the quantum mechanics too.
It's so cool.
So you can always go back and the energy will always be there. And the cool thing is you're not going to stay at the same level each time that you experience it, because you're upgrading your energy system. You'll be able to hear more. You'll be able to absorb more of the energy. I don't think that there's ever any time that it will do something that will be too much. If you ever feel like it's too much, you can always ground that energy into Mother Earth.
Mm-hmm. And I love it. I mean, this is, we're kind of at fast tracking on maybe I don't want to say it like that, ascension level. And it's been something we've been doing all of our lives. We've been training for this time period. And it does. It takes a minute to get stabilized. You're in a whole new frequency. And what Debbie was saying, we weren't born in this frequency, so it's taken us a while. First, we had to heal all of the things from prior to understanding where we're at. So
that's a big piece.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I don't know if we ever fully heal. I don't know. I feel good. I can feel when things are going through me, and I'm like, maybe don't feel so great that day, but it does pass through pretty quick now. It's not like it used to be. I used to be laid up for weeks. I'm sure all of us have gone through that here, through our healing journey and our dark nights of the souls, and I've been getting buzzing in both ears. Yeah, always. And woozy. Yeah. I've been sleeping a lot lately. Like it's just like
new codes.
Yeah.
And it's easy that way because you have to be taken offline so that you can integrate that.
Yeah, absolutely. See, there that goes again. Wow, that feels so crazy coming through this part of me. It is so cool.
You're going to have to take a bit to integrate because unlike everybody else, you got it twice in the span of a time. And it was some pretty potent energies that came in through that. That is the Lemurian technology.
Yeah, and I love it. I love it. And you have the Lemurian codes are on your website. Your in your cart also. Yes, it is a spiral staircase. It's a spiral up. There's a railing.
Counterclockwise.
I love it. Counterclockwise.
Yes. Counterclockwise.
Randy is something else. I tell you, Randy. Oh, I like that. Working on vagus nerve.
Yes. For people, especially if you have anxiety, it will absolutely to help. The stuff that we did today will help to work on the vagus nerve, and it will help to calm. You can also go onto YouTube and you can look for frequency music that will specifically calm that vagus nerve. That will help to calm everything down for you.
I couldn't believe how the
Wonderful.
vagus nerve impacted me. I had anxiety my whole life until I figured out how to calm down the vagus nerve. But that goes back into, the healing, learning how to self-soothe, learning these techniques to help ourselves get through those moments. But like I said, we've been going through this for quite a long time, and here we are at this certain part of the journey, this juncture where we're all meeting each other, we're all coming together. Um, I just think it's beautiful. I love that you're going to start a channel. It's going to be so cool. I need to figure out, and I know I promised this before when Debbie was on. I guess this is about the fifth or sixth time Debbie's been on, to cut out the healing parts and stick it on the, make a short video or short out of it. That would really help to go back in instead of having to go back into the whole video.
You can find it. I mean, if we can do some sort of a timestamp,
Yeah.
just to figure it out. Maria, I'm actually sending you just a little bit more supportive energy on that.
Okay.
That fall. Because it's not just, whenever you start to throw a pebble on a pond and you see the initial hit, but then you see the rings coming off of it. It's the same sort of a deal in our body.
Mm-hmm. All right, Annie Bear is talking about Materia. Yeah. And
if you're here, yes, you did. If you've come across me at all, that means that you're already on the same pathway. You're ready to hear the information that the dolphins and the whales are still. Annie Bear, go ahead and get yourself a decent drink of water. And if you feel, I might make you a little dizzy or a little woo here in just a second. Hopefully you're sitting. Yeah, actually, you've got something with your atlas. So let's see if we can just open that energy up a bit. Your whole head feels tight. Yeah, it's like you're wearing a sweatband or something from the 70s.
Goodness.
A headband or something. Oh, that's fascinating. It's changing shape. Oh, let's just get that energy up. You might be actually getting an extra activation going on there. And that's causing that. Yeah, we'll open that up a little bit more so it's not giving you the headache. But yeah, first things first would be to get yourself a decent drink of water and play with your plants today. Juno would understand this. They're called ting points. The points that she was talking about in your fingers and your toes. They're what ground us into our environment. They're what ground and balance our energy into Mother Earth. And so sometimes we have energy that's just built up too much, like static buildup in our bodies, and it needs to be grounded off. So playing with Mother Earth, playing with your pointing your fingers or your toes into the dirt can help ground that. Or like Juno said, just grab it. Play with your fingers. There's a reason we play patty cakes, and there's a reason that with little kids, the mommies always did like, here, the first little piggy and the second little piggy.
Yeah.
It's intended to actually balance that energy. And I think over the millennia, we just forgot those games that we play with the kids.
It's something else. And as we remember, right here we are, remembering all of this energy. There's everything that we do is connected to, well, everything, but the energy especially. It's so important. My goodness, now I have to burp. Whatever you did to
is there anybody's pet that needs a little bit more? You just go for it.
I love it.
Anybody's pet that have any more challenges that could use a little more support?
Let us know. I'm going down the list. Oh, feeding her
wonderful, wonderful. Now, see, your grandson, if he's young, is going to be really working. Beautiful.
I'm gonna get down.
Beautiful.
It takes every minute of the day. Whenever you feel in that off feeling, definitely we can realign ourselves. Okay, 2 dogs, Comet and Juno, are in need of healing plants. That's beautiful.
If there's anything in specific, you can always replay what I just did earlier. But I'm going to just blindly send them energy. Usually what I do is I work with photos so I can actually see the meridians on them. But I've been getting a little bit better at putting it out there blindly. So I think we've got them.
Nice. Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you, Debbie. And KK was saying, Debbie, could you feel into my left hip and send some energy? She meant to say energy, not graining my way if possible. I've been dealing with a lot of pain for weeks now.
Yeah, KK, I'm working on you right now. So if you feel pressure on your knee or pressure on your back, that's me kind of manipulating your hip and your spine right now. There we go.
Does one of her doggies have an elbow issue? It's interesting. I woke up the other night. I guess my arms were like this when I was sleeping, and this elbow, I thought, oh my goodness, what is that? Oh my God, that hurt so bad. Yeah, Juno's new picture is so cool looking. My Spooky, who is super old, we're going on a road trip to see his master from childhood. Oh, how cute. Randy wants to get higher, okay? Yes, the earthing is important. Gina says there's 144,000 functions in the body. Each finger or toe harmonizes 14,400 of them. What does it vow? What I'm saying? Show her what I'm saying, please. Hold on, honey. I went up and down. Annie Bear's making hand movements while she's walking, connecting with Mother Earth. And the necklace helps me run energies.
Wonderful.
She's wearing a necklace of crystal. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's so many technologies, so many tools that we can use.
And we grow from every moment.
Like I said, I don't have much of a choice of being shot by the dolphin energy. So.
The dolphins, I love it. Love it.
Oh,
Annie, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had a headache for days. Okay, Schwartz can only, so if I wanted to do the energy, it has to be a short video. Yeah. And I have to check it out and figure it out anyway.
You know what we might do is just go back through and figure out the time that it was, and maybe create some sort of a link.
Yeah, and I know that's the way to do it, and you can cut it from that time to whatever time you don't want.
I've seen it in the description box where people have had certain card readings start at this time.
And yeah.
And it automatically takes you to that spot in the video.
Nice.
That's a way to do that.
I need to learn. I had so much to learn on YouTube.
And I have no idea.
Yeah, anxiety. Oh my goodness. Cross hands and place them on top of your chest like a mummy. This is a safety energy lock 22. Happy and content wherever I am. And see, these are the things we have use of these tools every minute of the day to go forward. Okay, let's see if I missed anybody. Let's see what's down here. Time stamping. Thank you, Juno.
Yeah.
Lori's here. Hi, Lori. I know. I'm so excited. Thank you, Wells and Dolphins. Absolutely.
Probably going to be pretty klutzy. It'll be like drawing with crayons or something. I could just imagine that. Yeah. Well, I can't really say no to that. Wow, baby.
Sorry.
Yep. Again, I'm going to say just keep as much as you can. Just keep replaying over and over the processes that we did.
Mm-hmm.
That will help. For one thing, it will, the beginning Huna stuff that I did, the Lemurian codes that I did, will help to collapse the energy from that. And then the MP3s, the shiatsu section that I did at the very last, will help your energy system to realign correctly the way it's
Correct.
supposed to. And what's going to happen is your body will tend to follow that.
Yes, that's what we were talking about today, the importance of recentering yourself. No, and lots of water. Uh, you know, we were talking about, well, I keep seeing rainbows and the colors of the colors are in the diamond, and whatever's being drawn to, work on those colors, bring that color, because color's frequency too. All of it is connected. Everything is frequency, and we're connected. But the last thing we were going to talk about was the truth. How to discern the truth. I do think. Well, I don't want to put it out in the world, but in a, in a any sort of way, there is heart-centered, soul-centered beings, and there are heartless, soulless beings, and a lot of the heartless, soulless, or those that work for them, are distorting the truth. The truth is mixed in with lies, lies mixed in with the truth. What would you say about truth? See, I'd say feel it in your heart.
Usually you can tell in your heart or your tummy.
Mm-hmm.
And if something is in the moment and you're not really sure because there's so much going on, close your eyes. A good 80% of our brain activity or body activity or our sensing things comes through our eyes. We are very visual creatures. So if you can close your eyes, focus on your tummy or your heart. You can even place your hand on your tummy or your heart. And then at that point, state a statement, is this true? Is this true for me? And then you'll get a sensation. Either it's going to be a sickening, tightening sensation, like a constriction. That'll be a lie. Or you'll feel happy. It'll be like oozy butter where your grandma gave you a hug and a cookie. And that'll be your happy, open energy thing. Oh, sure. Just let me finish with the thought very quick, Water Lily. The other thing, like I told Valerie, is we're really manipulated a lot. What happens with our brains have neural pathways they're already constructed as old roadways. And so we can oftentimes run through these patterns of hatred or fear, or they're old patterns, they're entrenched. And so the pattern interrupting is really important. If your friend all of a sudden begins to do a rant, go, hey, tap them. You don't want to, whatever's setting you off, close that page. I know I've said it a lot, but if the song ticks you off, shut it down. Change the channel. You need to do a different frequency.
Yeah, because we're creating new
Yes.
new roads, for lack of a better word. So something that has irritated me my entire life, I have to stop and say, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to rearrange it. I'm going to go this way instead. I do this a lot with myself, with words. Words are, because the words are spells. Words are how we communicate.
Are sound frequencies.
Sound frequencies. Yes, Annie Bear, there is an MP3 on the Lemurian codes.
Yes, there
in
is.
The description box below. And Laura, you're welcome. As soon as I can figure out how to do time stamping, I'm going to work on it today. Oh, and I don't know if you saw Water Lily.
I did actually. I've been working on Water Lily for the last few minutes here. Basically, after I shut up about the neural pathways, I've actually been sending Water Lily some extra energy here.
Love that.
The other nice thing, anybody else that has like fatigue or the liver, you're actually, if you would like, tune into the same energy. You'll be able to get the same energy healing that I'm putting out there for Water Lily. If this is something that you feel like you want, or if one of your fur babies has this struggle, if you want your cat to have a little bit more support because they're older and they feel fatigued, you can go ahead and tap into that same thing.
She's saying, can you give, I'm trying to figure out what Randy's saying. A blast.
It
A
is, but
what? A blast in
blast.
her eyes. I don't
Your
know.
eyes need some support. Okay.
Swooshing attitude of gratitude. Absolutely. Um, Thank you, Teresa, for it. I am going to look at. I know it's not that hard. Uh, but the neural pathways, right? We're creating the neural pathways. We're creating this new earth and this new energy. Everything that has just happened to us, really, in the last 5 or so years, 2012, has ex- slowly leveled up, and then here we are. All that healing we went through. Oh my goodness! Now we're stabilizing in these higher vibrations, and this is what our channels are for. What Debbie does is just phenomenal, and Juno. I mean, everybody is just so gifted, and I'm
And
so grateful.
you'll be drawn to the energy that you need. Some
Yes,
people will need more grounding. Some people will need soothing for the energy. Some people will need inner child help and support. Other people, like Brandy, just want to get high on the energy.
aw, thank you, Teresa Ford. She's gonna timestamp for me. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
You.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that we wanted to talk about, Debbie, as we're transforming? Humanity is transforming and transmuting, right?
We're stepping
Here,
into the new year.
yeah,
Enjoy it.
yeah, I love it. Thank you all
Happy
so
New
much.
Year. Happy New Year, Lemurians.
Happy New Year. And what was the month name again? Say that one more time.
We're entering into the month of Kopunui, the month of the wombat.
The wombat. So look up wombat.
They're
Just to,
adorable.
yeah, just to get that feel of the energy. All right, y'all. We love you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for having Debbie. Thank you for
Thank you
coming.
so
And
much.
I love that you come and visit with us. Next month she'll be on again. We try to do this once a month because we have a new month. The Lemurian, the new Lemurian
Month of the yeah.
month of the. And I love these last 3 days though. That stuff is fascinating to me. But I'm still learning. We're all learning.
How you
All
doing?
right, huh?
You're doing great.
Oh, thank you very much, Guts. Everybody, just such beautiful energy, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We
Thank you
will
so much.
see you soon. We love you.